I am doing my Tuesday check-in, hoping everyone is staying warm and safe here in Iowa. For those of you who are not here in Iowa, you don't know perhaps how cold it is currently and the amount of snow we received. So I thought this was a great time to kind of check in. One, because when you're snowed in and it's freezing cold, there is not a lot to do. You kind of have to come up with non-food strategies to get you through snow days and home with kids and lack of physical activity. And so I thought it was a great time to check in and see how everyone was doing, number one. But number two, how are we coping with being cooped up? It is one of those situations where it's easy to lean into food when you're bored and you're home and you don't have a ton of options. So I challenge you during this time, if you are in a colder climate or if you don't have a lot of opportunity to get outside and to do things, to check in with your emotions around food and hunger and emotions. So kind of navigating between hunger and using food in response to different emotions, that can be completely challenging. That can be really tough. So we tend to use food as a means of comfort. We use it as a means of celebration. We use it when we're bored, right? Food is always there for us. And so as you work towards your health goals, I think bringing awareness to what your body needs is really important. So doing some activities to kind of checking in with your body's feelings and your mind and your thoughts can help you take control over your food choices. So if you think about the last food that you ate, whether it was part of your meal plan or whether it was just something you were snacking on, I want you to ask yourself, were you experiencing physical signs of hunger? Were you really hungry at the time that you were eating that? If yes, then that's awesome. You can recognize your hunger cues. And that's a huge win. That's a skill that shows how in tune you are with your body. And it's a great skill to have. However, if you were not necessarily experiencing hunger cues, those cues of like my stomach's growling or I've got a little bit of a headache or kind of agitated or grumpy or weak or whatever. What emotion were you feeling at the time that you ate that food? If you weren't feeling hungry, were you stressed? Were you worried? Were you anxious? I mean, there are so many emotions that can go through. Were you feeling sad? Were you feeling, lonely? Anything that was an emotion that was connected to maybe why you ate the food that you ate. So again, eating in response can be okay. It's a coping response. But coming up with strategies that can be the key to helping you not use food when you are feeling emotional. So alternative approaches, mindful approaches, and then other strategies that are going to be unique to you. We all have our own unique strategies for dealing with different situations. So alternative approaches, if you are noticing that you are feeling a certain emotion and you're walking towards the kitchen, what other alternatives can you do? Can you text somebody? Can you call somebody when you're feeling bored or lonely? The other strategy is just that mindful approach of, you know what, there's something I want to enjoy. I'm going to eat it and then I'm going to move on with my day. It doesn't mean I'm derailed from having a healthy day. It just means that I'm going to enjoy something mindfully and move on. And then using other strategies that are unique to you. So for some people, it's cleaning. For some people, it's getting outside and going for a walk if the weather permits. If the weather does not permit, maybe there's a drawer you want to tackle or a closet you want to clean out. That can help kind of remove you from food or remove you from the kitchen. So take some time this week and next week, if you have it, and take a look at emotional eating and what it looks like for you personally, and see if you can come up with your own alternative strategies. Also, if you have yet to schedule your free consult, those are offered. You just get hold of your office and tell them that you want to sign up for your free consult with the health coach, and they will get you on my schedule, and we can deep dive into some of your behaviors and habits and how we can navigate your story and make it the healthiest version of you for the new year and anything else you might need. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday and, lockdown in the middle of January, hoping everyone is doing well. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.